Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So here it is. This is my entire Primaris Force. This is what I've been working on for like, since 8th edition was announced? So like, is that like over a year ago now? I'm not too sure. But this is what I've been working on. This is my first big army I've ever done in 40k. I know I've only done like little bits of squads before and stuff like that, but this is my first huge force. It's entirely Primaris. Well, you could probably say the flight is not Primaris at the back, but everything else is 100% Primaris. And what we're going to do, I'm just going to show you it all off and you know, maybe give some feedback like how I did stuff and all that kind of stuff like that. I know what everyone is always, Varrak, could you get all your Primaris out so I can see them all? So here we go. This is the video for you chaps who've been sending me PMs and all that kind of stuff. So this is my entire Primaris Force. So what we'll do, we'll start from the left, right over here. Bloody hell, I can't even get my left and right. That's right. And we'll finish over here. I've got some tanks at the back, some dreadnoughts, all the HQs at the front, some aggressors and stuff in the middle. So let's start in this direction where the Hellblasters are right now. So I've just moved the camera over to this side, and this is my Hellblaster squad. So here is my Hellblaster sergeant. He's pointing into the distance like, go over there, brothers, and purge everything in that direction. Some more of the squad members over here. You can see like the bronze I did. With the executioners. I know a lot of people saying, well, the arms should be a bit more bluish, but I went with just this like gunmetal kind of way. That's how I like to do my executioners, and that's how I did them. Some of them I've got skulls on, like this chap, just to point him out a bit more. I should probably show off the sergeant. The sergeant's got some skulls on him, and he's got like a really big one on his backpack as well. Some more of these chaps is over here. As you can see, right there. The hardest thing I personally found out about doing this colour scheme is that you have to learn to break up the silver. So it's not just one big bland colour. So this is why like each one has got like different bits of bronze, like in different bits of his body. Like this guy will have bronze here, but this guy has got hardly no bronze on, just a bronze knee pad. Whereas if we just pick up this guy, he's got bronze. Let's do this. He's got bronze on his knee pad, and he's got bronze like all on his backpack. So everyone is different in a way to each other. I feel that just adds a little bit of personality, gives them a little bit of a bit more flavour, and yeah, it just makes them stand out a bit more on the battlefield. Right, if we push these guys back into a big circle, and we bring Mr. Mr. Dreadnought, Redemptor Dreadnought, up to the front. So this is my plasma one. All the arms come off, so I can swap out their arms and stuff. If I could just quickly do this, please don't break them when I'm doing this. So all their arms come off like that. So I can swap it out and put this arm on the other Dreadnought if I wanted to. All the arms move up and down, whoop, 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 all like that. All pretty cool. This opens up in the middle. I think I've actually locked it though. Is it this one? No. See. So this opens up in the middle, so everything like that opens up if I want it to open up. And yeah, I'm kind of impressed. I actually loved building this. These both dreads. I thought they were an absolutely amazing kit to build. So props to the chap whoever designed this, CAD-wise I think it was. So yeah, it was really fun to build. Really enjoyed it. And again, you can see all the bronze in different locations, just to make him a little bit different than the other dread, which we'll be looking at in the later of the video. I got some skulls on a chain, rattle them skulls there. I did a lot myself. The executioners, they like to take people's heads as trophies, so I thought this guy, to be put in Dreadnought, is going to be a legend at taking heads, so he's kept some of the most prized heads and put them on to his shoulder over there. Right, so that chap's done over there. We'll probably just finish this side with the flyer. If I just actually get the flyer off the stand, this is the stand for the flyer. Nothing too fancy. I should probably actually say I based everything looking like it's a snow, kind of like rubble kind of area. So this is my executioner flyer. The actual name escapes me what this is called. I'm sorry. I will atone later on after this video. But this is the flyer. I don't really use this, to be fair, when I've gone on the tabletop. I just wanted a flyer just to add just to add a flyer to the force. I can't really, well, I was going to get like a Storm Talon or something like that, but Primaris can't get in them because they can't use them transports. But I'm not going to rant about that today. let's just look at the flyer I did. So yeah, here it is underneath. Again, just breaking the bronze up and stuff like that. You can see like all the guns and all the engine panels, all that kind of stuff. Just to break the model up and just to make it look cool. In the front of it, you can see like all the sensors and stuff, all the sensors down here with the guns and all that kind of stuff. Really impressed with this model. Again, fantastic model to build. Really enjoy doing it. I can't think of any model which I didn't enjoy building. Maybe because I was so passionate about Primaris and stuff. That's why it brought it out. Right, we've done this side. Let's move over and we'll do the middle now. So bear with me and we'll go over and we'll look at the middle. Okay, so here we are in the middle of the army. And I'll probably start with the HQs. Let's start from right to left. So this is my librarian. This was kit bashed from the Dark Angel lieutenant. I wasn't very keen on the Primaris one. He had like a big raincoat kind of effect. So I thought, you know what? I like the look of that Dark Angel lieutenant. I'm gonna just kit bash it. So I ripped all the bits off the librarian, like the hood and stuff like that, off the normal librarian. Just added it onto this one. This little skull thing is off the Grey Knights kit. I just bent the plastic round so it looked like it goes like right round it's curved to his chest. I thought that turned out really cool. You can see like all the bits and stuff around here. This book is also from the Grey Knights. Took that off the Grey Knights. The hands and the arms and stuff are all off the Primaris Lieutenant. The head is off the Primaris Lieutenant. Sorry, I should get a bit closer to look at this. So yeah, really impressed. Absolutely loved kit bashing this. I actually think I did a pretty good job. You guys may think different, but I think I did a pretty good job. Really impressed. Right, if we carry on. Now this guy is probably my favourite Marine. I know he hasn't got shoulder pads before anyone says it, but this is the way I decided to do my guy with no shoulder pads. It's just a simple looking badass design, and yeah, that's how I wanted to go with it, and I think he turned out pretty cool. This was the captain, the Primaris captain, and this for me is just either as a captain or a lieutenant. He's just there to just look cool and just look badass when I come to do my purging on the battlefield. I'll leave the Gravis captain to last because he's my main HQ. This is another Primaris lieutenant I did. The arm is out the Hellblaster set, and I just kit bashed an axe from the normal Space Marine stuff onto him, and yeah, that is it. You can see his little plasma pistol there and stuff like that. The head is from I think it's from the Imperial Fist. I forgot what they're called. It's the Horus Heresy. Is it Siege Breakers or something like that? It's the boarding ones. Sorry, name escapes me. And my other HQ is my glorious Apothecary, as you could see here. Look at him. I love it. Again, all these models are just fantastic. I love Primaris. I know a lot of people hate Primaris, but I love Primaris. And this is my chap. I want to give him like a red kind of robe. I just thought that stood out on the white. I know a lot of people do theirs different colours, but I thought that's pretty cool. And of course, he's got the silver and the Executioner shoulder pad there. You can see he actually comes with a skull on this one, which I thought is pretty cool. So it's like nice. Bronze on the back there, and just all the medical equipment. You can see all like the snow. If we look at the base, just a Primaris Marine. I don't know why he's standing on one of his fallen brothers. That's very disrespectful in my opinion. But hey, what you got to do? That's how it's designed. And finally, this is my main guy. This is my main HQ choice. Captain in Gravis Armour. I normally upgrade this guy to a Chapter Master for 3 command points. But yeah, this is the chap. He actually comes with a hood, but I cut the hood off and filed it down because I think it looks a bit more brutal without the hood. I don't know if anyone agrees with that, but I actually wish they did these without like the Primaris like hood, psychic kind of hood thing. I think it looks a little bit cool. He hasn't got an axe. I know, strange, right? Because I just wanted a bit of just to make him stand out a bit more. Like this guy he prefers using swords than using axes because everything else has got axes. I know Executioner's axes, but yeah, I decided that this guy would be a little bit different. Yeah, and I like the way he turned out, like bronze and the bones and the gold and stuff. Absolutely loved it. Very cool. Right, if we move on to actually, I'll just move these out the way. Sorry, Mr. HQ choices, and we'll move on to these chaps, which are my aggressors. So I've got 6 aggressors. This is the sergeant of the aggressors. These are the first models I ever painted. Like, these were my test executioner models right here. Again, absolutely loved painting them, and I thought, right, this is it. These are the chaps that decided, like, right, I'm going for it. I'm going for the pure executioner force. These are the chaps that made me do it. So this is the first chap again. All the skulls are all added on for myself. I think it's from Green Stuff something on eBay. It's like they got like a big shop and they got some resin skulls. This was before GW released their own skulls. So that is the sergeant there, and these are just some of the other chaps. I'll just spin them around. Whoop, 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 whoop. Again, you can see, like, I tried to do them in different ways. Like, some of them haven't got fully bronze pads, some of them have, some of them haven't got bronze face plates and stuff like that. Just giving them a little bit of individuality and making them stand out. 2 more here. Spin it round. I quit the bolts. I think they're called bolt storm gauntlets on these as well. I prefer it because if you can keep them stood still, you get to fight twice, and that is a lot of Dakar. That is a lot of Dakar, and this is the last one right here. Again, it's got some skulls on him. Spinning round, all the back, all the rear, and that is the aggressors. Right, let me just try and move everything over here, and we're going to bring the glorious Obscurus tank forward. So let me just move everything over here, and I don't think I can even get this in. Right, let me just redo my camera so I can get the Obscurus fully in. Okay, so here is the Obscurus. It should be fully in now. If I can spin it around, I don't think I can spin it around. I can spin it around that way, like that. So this is the Obscurus. It is missing the last cannons at the front because I am still painting them. I'm sorry, I know I should have it paid for this video, but that's why there's a block missing there, and the void generators here at the back as well. But this is the Obscurus. This was an absolute joy to build. Absolutely loved building this from start to finish. I actually did it a bit on stream where you chaps saw me assembling it, painting it, all that kind of stuff. Absolutely loved it. If I just spin it round to the rear, you can see, like, it's like black on the rear, like over the things. I've put some like shading in here so it makes it a little bit blue. I don't think you can pick it up on the camera. But oh crap, it just fell off its it just fell off its mount. There we go. Back. So it's back on there. Yeah, absolutely loved it. I've got some of the executioner stuff here, like on the turret. If I just take this off, because this can actually come off. This is the gun up here. Some of the stuff on the back. Loved it. You can see like all the red and stuff and everything. There, I've got like some executioner symbols. If I just bring it there, I've got some markings over here. This is I think it's the heavy sapphire port marker, and of course the executioner symbol here. So yeah, absolutely loved it. It was just an amazing thing to build. And while we're over here, I think I'll just show off the little mini version of it. And this is the repulsor tank. This was the first vehicle I ever painted for my executioners, and I was absolutely chuffed, over the moon with it. When I put it together, it had some like gaps here, so I had to like green stuff it in and stuff. But it turned out fantastic. I used some of the decals from the Imperial Fist sheet for like golden executioners. Like maybe this is what my commander may roll in, so that's why he's got like golden axes on it and stuff like that. And again, because it's got so much Dakar on it, it's like heavy fire support and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, if we look at the top of it, that's where it is there. One of the cool things, I actually wanted to like have this guy popping out, like, over there brothers, turn your turret, fire, fire, fire. So that's why like the Tech Marine is like popping out, like I kit bashed the arm out of a Primaris set and put that on him just to give him that rule of cool. But there we go, that is my repulsor tank. There it is at the front, all this stuff, and underneath is just silver. nothing special. Right, we'll finish it off. I'm actually going to bring everything which is yet to show off to the front here, and then that is it. So just give me a couple seconds and I'll get it all out and all over here. Right, and this is what's left to show off. Let's start with the big boy. Let's start with the Dread, because we've shown the other Dread off before. So this is the Dread with the Gatling cannon. Like I said, complete pleasure to build. If we actually just get the other one out, and I just put him here, you can actually see like the difference of like, you know, how they're both completely different when you come to look at them. So you can make them out like each one is a different looking dread. Really, really loved it. Absolutely, again, a joy to build. Loved it all, and just like the other one, all the arms come off, or all the arms move, and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, really, really awesome. Absolutely a pleasure to build and paint as well, which is really, really cool. Right, we'll put these two over here. It's a shame that they can't put that arm on there, so we can just have them holding hands. Brother, hold me. So these are the these are the last squads I've just painted. Well, last squad, should I say? 10-man intercessor squad, which is like the Primaris tacticals. So this is the sergeant. I give him all like the bitching skulls and stuff like that to make him stand out on the battlefield. So he looked absolutely beautiful. Some Grey Knights and purity seals. I've used a lot of Grey Knight bits on this army because I had a lot of Grey Knight bits left over. Another. Actually, I can just do these in twos. Again, to make him stand out, gave them all something a little bit different, like all the shoulder pads on here and stuff. So I'm just trying to get my light right on these, just to make these chaps stand out and look awesome. Get two more out over here, as you can see. See, like I actually went for like a very dirty theme, like, you know, like these guys have been out in the mud, in the thick of it, let's say. So that's why they're like all the armor's scratched and it's all very dirty. It's not all ultramarine pristine and stuff like that. This is one of my favorite looking ones. I love like the little underslung grenade launcher on these. So cool. I did some more Grey Knight bits there and stuff just to make them stand out a little bit more. But yep, there is two more, and this guy here, another one, just looking into the distance, looking badass. He's got some really big scratches on him. Look, it's like his thing's like nearly just completely off. So that is one there, and just these two, and that is it. That is it. I'll try and get everything just back in like this. But this is it. That's my executioners. That's what I've got. That is a general army overview of what I've got. I've still got like some Reavers and some Inceptors to do. But I think I'm going to be painting them another colour scheme for something else, which I may be working on in the future. But nothing's set in stone as of yet. My next big thing is Custodes, so check that out. Super excited to get all them back and put them on the channel and stuff like that. So check out that in coming weeks, months and stuff, and I'll have some videos on the Custodes stuff. But until next time, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've enjoyed looking at my models. It's took me a lot of time to do these. I'm very, very impressed by the skill I did it at. Of course, it's not like one of the best paint jobs. It's just tabletop standard to me. But it'll do for me. It looks pretty nice on the tabletop, and yeah, it's something to look at in my display cabinet, so I'm very, very happy. Thank you chaps for watching. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I shall see you all very, very soon. See you now, and bye bye.